Good morning. Just another video for you. Uh, Basically, closed mouths don't get fed, right? Closed hearts don't get touched. Closed minds don't become expanded. So, when you are in need of something or you are seeking information or whatever your desires are, you have to communicate that. You cannot expect people to read your mind. Some people can see or sense that you have a good heart, but they don't know that. They don't know what's going on in your mind or in your heart. So if you desire or want or need or require something from somebody, you have to voice it. Um, just using myself as an example, I have had to learn that myself because I expected people to have common sense and know what I needed, and not only what I needed, but what needed to be done within a situation or whatever the circumstances may be. So I had to learn. Some people, everybody loves, everybody cares, everybody handles situations differently on different levels. So what one person may perceive as uh, I might want my space or I got an attitude. Another person might say, oh, she's usually not quiet. Let me ask her, is she okay? Or let me see what can I do to help her today. There was one I was listening as believe he's a therapist, psychologist. I like learning new things, and he said every day he wakes up, he turns to his wife and he asks her, how can I love you today? He does a daily uh, check in with his wife to make sure that her needs are met before he even starts his day, before he even, I'm quite sure after he has that, then they pray together and they get their day together. But you have to be, you have to have that mental growth to do that. You have to, like now, like before, uh, my previous situation, I was, in my defense, I was going through a lot with this person. So I would wake up and turn over and be like, Lord, another day. And then I would go on, about my business. But now that I have really healed and did my soul searching, really looked at my heart posture and looked at things that, uh, you know, things I could have did different, could have opened up more, um, could have held back some resentment. There are a lot of things, right? Now that I look back, I'm like, wow, I could be that person. Like I can totally, like I've done a total 360. Now I want to know, and I actually, like within like a partner situation, but even not even in a relationship partner situation, even with your friends, your family, if you feel like it's needed, because there's a lot of people in my family, well, not a lot, there's a few people, I should say, that they have showed me who they are. I believe them. And so instead of saying, harboring on those feelings and like, you did this to me, you made me feel unseen, you made me feel unheard, you ripped away my self esteem and my confidence. Instead of doing all that, okay, what's done is done. That's the past. I see who you are for who you. I see you like the raw you. So now I can figure out. Okay, do I want to resent you for that? Do I want to be bitter towards you, or do I want to ask God what look at me, look at my heart posture, and what can I do to overcome that situation? Because this person's not gonna change. Yeah, I could pray for them all day long. The essentially they were going to have to change. They have to get out, step out of that uh, negativity and out of that zone. But some people, even in your family, you step to them, you be like, if you want to take that step. Like I said, me, I don't even care no more. Like they old now. Like I, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, if I would have had a voice, and some of us 70s, 80s kids, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? We were like, sit down, shut up. What you crying for? I got that all the time. What you crying for? It ain't even gonna help the situation. So now I'm like, I think I'm the biggest baby that I've ever been because I wasn't able to cry as a kid. So I was always tough. I had that. I've always been hyper independent, and just like, man, I can run the world. I ain't crying. Now I'm like, you might not see me, but I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. But sometimes we have to tell people like, look, mm-mm, I'm gonna need you. This is what I need from you. I'm gonna need you to leave me alone, or I'm gonna need you to this, that, and the other. We have to voice what we want and what we need, because we can't expect people to know exactly what our desires or what's in our heart, what's on our mind. I just was talking to someone recently, and I was hesitant because um, I'm a person that doesn't like to waste my time. I'm a person that I'm not gonna waste your time either because if you ain't coming correct, and let's just we're just gonna stop this altogether. So I'm like, well, I was a little hesitant on asking the question. I said no, because I value my peace. I fiercely protect my peace uh, with no unapologetically. Okay, so I'm like, I'm gonna ask this because at first I was like, should I ask it now or should I wait till we're face to face? I'm like, no, because then that's wasting time. That's wasting time, gas, and all that. So I asked the question, and I got the response I wanted, and it turned out good. But if I would not have asked that, then I would have just let that live rent free in my mind, uh, and then I would eventually it would have caught up with all my other areas. Like it would have went through my mind, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be a little hesitant here. I'm gonna be a little standoffish. I'm not gonna give you my 100% because I don't know what you doing. You know what you doing? What's your position? So we gotta have those conversations. Have tough conversations. Tell people what you need from them. And if you don't need anything from them, then maybe they shouldn't be in your circle. Because everybody should have some type of expectation, healthy expectations. And what's unhealthy is them trying to figure out what you're thinking. Nobody's a mind reader. There are some that think they are, but they're not. So you gotta have those difficult conversations. You gotta let people know where you're coming from, what you need, and what's on your heart, your mind. Uh, the better we communicate, the better we can live and just coexist, right? All right. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good day.